Wait, where the fuck? Where'd my video go? What the fuck is this? Shawty won a ball at a team. Oh, that's the video I wanted to watch right here. First person to drive a Porsche 963 RSP. Most extreme ride. Road crazy.
Hybrid hypercar. Okay, that's not.
This shit look like a fucking space shuttle, like a fucking
Porsche's new Holy Trinity hypercar.
Space
it is a hybrid
machine.
It is a hypercar.
Rocket ship. That's
and
what it's called.
It is road legal.
It's road legal? Nah, this is no way the fuck. Police see you in this shit, they fucking pulling you over.
What you're looking at here is the 963.
This is like a race car,
RSP,
space machine, submarine combined.
One-off version of Porsche's 963 Sports prototype. And road legal? Yeah. Provided you have special permission from the authorities, you can drive it on a public road.
What the fuck is that behind it?
Proved. Unfortunately, I'm limited to punting it up and down an airfield. However, we're going to look at the mods made to convert a Le Mans hypercar to road use and compare it to the car that inspired it, the infamous Count Rossi Porsche 917. But first, let's get in and
both of them look fucking ridiculous.
Which
like
isn't as straightforward as
they look. The one that was before, the one we just saw right next to it looks like some old shit, but that shit still look ridiculous. Look at the interior. Oh my god.
Start on a key.
That's carbon.
Starts with a sequence and a radio call and a laptop.
Look at all the people outside.
Right, I've been told put ignition on. Confirm ignition on. Confirm hybrid on.
Nah, this is a race car. This is a race car. And only one person could fit in that bitch. This is a race car. You can't go on no date. Wait, I thought that there's like a second seat right there. Hybrid, bitch. What? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It's a road car. Definitely a road car. They said so.
Ain't no way.
Clearly, this hasn't been mechanically toned down at all. In fact, the only real mods made are the raised ride height, softer spool dampers, reprogrammed ECU, and less aggressive hybrid system.
There you go. Right, we can downshift now. Fourth, third, second. When the brakes aren't going to come alive, we've got no temperature in them at all, basically. And then you get down the end, you pull the clutch. Try and get it round.
There's a clutch on this bitch? Oh, fuck no.
You sort of have to just juggle them, hold it on full lock, hope you get round. We've just stuck a wheel on the grass.
That shit go 360?
Accelerate to 45 miles an hour, dump the clutch, and up you go.
I'm pretty sure all steering wheels do 360. I'm tripping.
I mean, it's just outrageous.
In this unique configuration, the hybrid only delivers a maximum of about 70 horsepower.
70?
So the star of the show is very much the twin-turbo V8. That started life about 20 years ago as a 3.4 litre in the super successful RS Spider LMP car.
Oh my god.
And after a bit of work, including being enlarged to 4.6 litres, found its way into another hybrid, the 918 Spider.
Ooh.
Around 80% of the components are carried directly over from
like
the road car to the 963.
I was saying,
although it's no
it doesn't look
longer
like Tony Stark car, but
naturally
that shit look
having
gorgeous
gained
though.
a
That
pair of
shit
turbos.
amazing.
Combined power stands
And this one looks road legal. This looks like a normal Porsche.
The steering is super direct.
This
the
right here?
vibrations buzz
Fuck
the
no.
chassis, even
Police
though
see you
the
in this shit, they
single
gonna pull
seat
you
has been
over.
sumptuously padded. And while it's probably not much quicker than a Ferrari SF90, there's a level of intensity to driving it that's a world away from even the most extreme hypercars. Managing it on a public road would be full on.
Accelerate, off we go! 90, on the road, but you just would. Whatever it took, you would find the means, the reason and the purpose to drive it on the road. But you ahead of the technique, but it's not exactly straightforward.
Oh, I think there's a gear shifter right
Yeah,
there.
I've got a little bit of body roll, but
Is paddle?
almost no
Is it paddle shift?
in there at all. It's just
Yeah, it is.
right, I'm being told it's boxed now. I mean, I haven't even scratched the surface of that. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call that a road car.
Me either. Look like you hear the fucking exhaust and all that shit.
Let me show you, while I'm in here, let me
That
show
shit sounds
you
ridiculous,
around
and it
the
looks
cabin, because
sounds
it's
ridiculous. Look
nuts.
ridiculous. Police will
The
pull you
steering
over. They
wheel
seeing this
is
shit.
exactly from
Exactly.
the race car.
Okay.
Everything on there. I mean, there's so much information.
There's so much buttons
we're
on
gonna
all
leave
that
to one
shit.
side, we're
And they're
gonna
all
talk about the
abbreviated.
changes to make this.
Also, I want to
a
get
road car,
FIY.
because there's a button down here for the indicators, but the only way to change one direction to the other direction is to carry on pressing the same button, which is a little bit confusing, isn't it? There's a
I didn't
lot of
understand.
other
Thing is
stuff I
already
don't know
said.
what does, but look, you've got a cup holder in here. Porsche 3D printed this as a little thing so you can put your coffee in there. Just watch out, it might spill a bit if you accelerate. Now, last one though, there's a button here, listen. That's what you need, isn't it? It's got a horn! Good stuff. Right, I want to get out and I'm going to show you around the outside as well. So, let's unpeel myself from this. Excuse me while I try and extract myself with some dignity from that.
Look at this
not
fit.
easy,
What does this
Let's
fit?
talk you through some of the differences.
Color shit. I'm not
outside of
good on
over
this
the
app. But
race
what's
car.
with two of those
There's
though?
not actually very many
What's on
of
his
them.
feet?
The main area they've done is these vents over the wheel arches to just sort of tidy it up and smooth it up and look a bit neater.
Porsche has also had to remove the aeroflix from the wing ends and has gone to the trouble of adding a 3D printed RSP badge on the back, which provides a clue to the car's owner, because those initials belong to racing legend Roger Penske, who, besides being a super successful IndyCar and NASCAR team owner, has a relationship with Porsche Motorsport going back to 1972.
But it's a wild, wild looking thing. But then when you start looking in about it, you start
1972?
ask some questions mentally, including these old retro Michelin logos on the front there. Now, obviously they've had to play around with the headlights a bit for that, but this badge, that's an enamel badge, an old badge. Look, number plate, there you go, proof it's had. Now, last one, Martini Silver. This is a paint to sample colour, and the reason it's painted that colour is because of this car. This is the Count Rossi Porsche 917 from 1975. The inspiration for the
I told you that should look old.
963.
1975. Wait,
The heir to the
1963.
Martini Drinks fortune decided
1975,
it would be fun to have a
1963.
road-going 917. The world
1965.
needs more people like him.
1970.
Porsche, somewhat unbelievably,
I'm
got
confused.
on board with this plan, fitted it with mirrors, indicators, exhaust mufflers and a horn, painted it silver and shipped it out the door. On the 28th April 1975, Count Rossi picked it up from Weissach and drove the flat 12 Le Mans car 600 kilometres to Paris. Since the German authorities refused point blank to road register it, and the French would only do so if they could crash test it, not ideal when there's only one of them, Rossi ended up originally registering it in Alabama, which signed it off with the proviso that the car could never go there. Odd. Anyway, it's still owned by his family, has never been fully restored, and is apparently still driven from time to time. And best of all, unlike the 963, you can take someone along for the ride.
Oh, it's two-seater. They go on a little date on that bit.
Separate 917 from 963.
Shout out how's what you bought, but this should look older for though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But this one look cleaner and smoother. This one look like some.
Strassen version.
Look at that!
It's
Look at
a
that!
gimmick, a bit of fun. But fair play
911
to Porsche for seeing it
GT1.
through and reminding everyone of a fantastic chapter from its history.
GTE1,
And let's
push
face it,
GTE
if Penske has the guts to get
RS.
authorities on board and can take a race team around with him, he could do some great stuff with this car. More likely, and disappointingly, it will do fewer road miles over the course of its life than Count Rossi did in one journey. That's
it. I liked it. The cars. This As he said, seasons. They got TV show, English audio. There's a lot. I'm British. Porsche GT. No, I don't want to see shorts. I want to see videos. I want to see what the cars they do. Porsche GT DRS. I got the wings, bro. If you don't know one thing about me, just know I hate Corvettes. They look ugly and it's just like, to me, they just I don't like it at all. I don't at all. All right, that's all. I see a couple cars. Whoa, this shit looks fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna go watch some Jeff.